This presentation was delivered to Fund My Ventures, professional bid writers for South Asian Arts Organisation, Arts Council England representatives, and senior leadership at Shruti Arts in autumn of 2024, and it focuses on the challenges faced by South Asian Arts Organisation in securing funding from Arts Council England and reasons thereof. South Asian arts organisations in the UK have faced significant challenges in securing consistent funding from Arts Council England. Historically, applications and awards for funding from South Asian applicants have been notably low. The South Asian organisations believe systematic barriers to entry, whereas the Arts Council believe it to be tied to leadership structures. Let's look at Arts Council England's own report of 2024 and its 10-year plan, which indicates the following. 1. Leadership gaps and capacity issues. Many South Asian arts organisations are led by artists rather than administrators with fundraising expertise. Lack of leadership succession planning, leading to instability when key figures leave. And finally, smaller teams often mean overworked leadership, making it harder to focus on strategy. 2. Systematic barriers and funding criteria. Arts Council England prioritise audience reach, innovation and financial sustainability, which can be harder for South Asian organisations to demonstrate due to limited resources. Bias in funding allocation. Historically, larger institutions receive more funding than smaller, culturally specific groups. Many organisations struggle to fit into the Arts Council England definition of excellence in arts, which may not fully recognise traditional South Asian art forms. The South Asian arts organisations were building and servicing their offerings in a cultural framework and meeting the needs of the communities within their places of religious worship, rather than seeing this as a separate entity. Whilst this initiative is indeed praiseworthy, it didn't measure against the tick box approach of Arts Council. However, this is now rapidly changing. 3. Limited access to networks and partnerships. Major funding often depends on collaborations with established institutions. Many South Asian groups lack these connections. They may not have the same visibility and advocacy power as mainstream arts organisations. 4. Funding application complexity. Arts Council applications require strong strategic and financial planning, something smaller organisations often lack expertise in. Many South Asian arts organisations rely on volunteers or small teams, making it difficult to dedicate time to lengthy funding proposals. 5. Short-term projects versus long-term sustainability. A significant portion of Arts Council's grants fund short-term projects, making it hard for South Asian organisations to build sustainable models. Lack of core funding makes it difficult to invest in leadership development and long-term planning. 6. Cultural and policy shifts. Post-pandemic, Arts Council has shifted funding priorities, affecting small and mid-sized organisations disproportionately. South Asian arts often compete with other diverse cultural organisations under inclusivity funding, reducing the share of resources. Arts Council, in response, suggested possible solutions. Investing in leadership training and mentoring to build strong funding strategies. Creating alliances and collaborations with large arts institutions to access shared funding. Pushing for policy changes within Arts Council to ensure more equitable funding distribution. And finally, professionalizing fundraising efforts by hiring dedicated development officers or consultants. Research indicates that the sector grapples with issues such as leadership development, progression opportunities, and the need for specializing training courses in South Asian dance and music. Despite these challenges, there have been positive developments. For instance, South Asian Arts (SA) UK in Leeds experienced a substantial increase in annual funding from Arts Council England, rising from £184,000 in 2022 to £684,000 for the subsequent 3 years. Similarly, Art Asia was incorporated into the National Portfolio Organization for the period 2023 and 26, ensuring regular investment over 3 years. However, the broader arts sector in the UK continues to face financial constraints. Since 2017, arts funding from national bodies has been cut by 16% in real terms across the UK. Let us look at specific South Asian arts organizations that have successfully navigated these challenges. South Asian Arts, SA UK. Headquartered in Leeds, SA UK promotes South Asian music and dance. The organization experienced a significant increase in annual funding from Arts Council England, rising from 184,000 in 2022-23 to 684,000 for the subsequent 3 years, enabling expanded programming and outreach. Art Asia. Operating in Southampton, Art Asia delivers South Asian arts events and educational programs. The organization was incorporated into ACE's national portfolio in 2023-26, ensuring regular investment over 3 years to support its initiatives. Kala Sangam in Bradford, a multidisciplinary arts centre focusing on South Asian arts and culture, received $5 million from the UK Cultural Investment Fund in 2023 to build a 200-seat theatre and additional creative spaces. Academy London, a leading organisation for South Asian dance in the UK, secured ongoing Arts Council England funding to support dance production, education and outreach programmes. It champions diversity and talent development within the UK's dance sector. These organisations have successfully leveraged Arts Council funding to strengthen South Asian arts, expand audiences and support emerging talent across the UK. Darbar Festival, a success story in South Asian arts. Darbar Festival is one of the most significant success stories in South Asian arts, particularly in Indian classical music. Established in 2006, Darbar has now grown into a globally recognized brand, known for presenting high-quality Indian classical music and dance in the UK. Darbar launched a digital innovation and global reach platform, a subscription-based streamlining platform showcasing Indian classical music. Over 100 million YouTube views, making it one of the largest online platforms for Indian classical music. It uses virtual reality and 360 technology to create immersive concert experiences. Darbar also offers community and educational initiatives, Indian music workshops, masterclasses and outreach programs in schools and communities. It supports engaging artists through mentorship and performance opportunities. These organisations exemplify successful engagement with Arts Council England, securing essential funding to advance South Asian arts and culture across the UK. I trust that this short presentation has been informative, and please feel free to leave your questions and feedback. Thank you.